Hey guys, Jake here. We're at Pear Tree Ranch and we're finally back to working with Remy. Depending on how and when you're watching this and in what order, you might have not even realized the fact that I just had the last few weeks off. I've been traveling across the country teaching clinics and helping people out and about. So what has Miss Remy been up to? The last video, Devin, the owner, was here and was doing lessons, and we were hoping to kind of get where she could ride Remy. It's just not realistic for where the horse and rider combination is. They're not going to line up quite yet. And in the process of starting to get more people handling this horse, my wife, Stephanie, was catching her in the stall and leading her out to this pen. So we've kind of changed and moved around. So she'd started being in the stall. Steph went to halter. She got a little bothered and just leaned back, and the horse went to bite her. So with that still so easy to draw out of the horse with a really good handler, not really doing anything wrong, I just said to Devin, listen, you can do what you want, but this is still potentially dangerous, and she can just be here and be turned out in this spot and be well cared for and wait till I get home. And she's very happy to continue the training process with this horse. So that's kind of the follow-up of where we're at. So she's just sat. Nobody's touched her. The day before I left town, I trimmed her front feet, and she's just kind of been sitting. So that's something on the list. We still want to get to getting better, where she's consistent about allowing us to handle and trim her feet, and continue to move forward with catch, halter, lead, the groundwork, the riding, and be able to integrate Devin into the picture so she can be able to handle her horse safely, confidently, and have fun. So that's the update. I just got home day before yesterday and took the day to kind of get life organized back at home after being gone for weeks, plural. Okay, been all the way on the West Coast to California, in the Midwest, Wisconsin and Illinois, and then got to see some family in Michigan. When I come in the pen, come around this horse, I'm looking for her to acknowledge. She does. She's bothered. She's like, I gotta poop, and kind of be worried. But look, she's kind of making effort to come, okay? But this is still the same little bay horse that's kind of been next to her since the start. This is one of my pair babies. And so they are bonded over the fence, which is fine. But see, that little bit of pressure says, hey, kind of make effort. Try something. Good girl. Hey, mama. Good girl. So she did what was asked. She came, she made contact, okay, and she had to retreat for her confidence, which is fine. She's allowed to do that as many times as she needs. I'm allowed to ask her to step up here as many times as I need, and I'll just outlast her about who's a-coming, okay? So I'll drive from side to side to start to encourage her to turn and turn till she gets forward and to me. More pressure if you're turning tail and thinking about a way. Girl. There's only pressure back there. There's only pressure back there. He hasn't turned away. I'll just work the other side. Turning fixes forwards and backwards. Good. There's only pressure over there. There's only pressure over there. Now I'll block. There's pressure over there. Release up here. Now, one of the important parts is staying ready. There's times where I'll move my feet back to start to draw, but I got to stay ready to kind of have a block. It changed, it softened in her neck, and she tried to put her head down. Good girl. So compared to how she started, and that she hasn't been touched in weeks, she kind of went right to effort and just needed to be allowed to work to make her mind up to figure out how to confidently get here. Okay? And if she's having bother, I'll just maintain whatever the thing that she thinks means bother till it doesn't mean bother. We can see the positive patterns that we've put in there still there. Head down. Okay? Perceived, the perception that this is causing her duress or trouble. And she's finding her way to try to do the healthy behaviors. I'm just using little bits of this to kind of guide her nose and neck forward and down. Hey, baby. Now it's June in Florida, so the feels like temp is 100 degrees right now. So I'm not mad standing in the shade here. We're going to take her over to the round pen, and we'll just fiddle around a little bit to just kind of reintroductions. Okay? When I've been gone for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, you know, depending on the time of year and what year, all the things. There's that, hey, how have you been time when I come home, even for my wife and son, that we're going to sit there and catch up. You have to, it's like, go back to change from, okay, there was a 2-person family and a 1-person family across the country. It takes time to reintegrate with that stuff, just as an example from my own life. And it can be similar with the horse if there's this little integration, reintegrate to doing things again. But if I go right back to treating her how I treated her before, loving, caring, being affectionate, but yet a leader, holding her to expectations. And if I actually did quality training, she's going to go back to acting how she was, which is what we're seeing her offer to do. All right, let's head over to the round pen. I don't mind taking little breaks when I'm leading a horse somewhere for them to have nibbles of grass. There's going to be a time where I might need to hustle and not allow that, but there's also nothing going on right now that makes this a bad deal. It's only a bad deal if when I invite her to come, she doesn't. Okay, if she's resistant, then maybe we need to have that conversation. But see, I said, well, I'm going to keep walking, and she just followed that rope. Okay. I'm going to stay on the 12-foot line, I think, for a little bit here. So we can kind of see right away She's content, and that head is lowering ever so slowly. Good. Saves me from hiring a weed whacker if I just let her eat those. Okay, so head down, sideways. Head down, relaxed, at a standstill while I'm shushing that flag around. No. A few weeks of not having anybody rake the round pen, some grass starts to grow. Not backwards. Not backwards. There. But I didn't invite you over there. That's what I'm saying right here with my flag. I didn't invite you over there. I released you up there. So she could just turn and face and wait right there. There's better. There's better. Deep breath. I like that a lot. If you think back and you go back, how much pressure it took to get her to canter. A little cluck cluck and a few shushies with the flag, right? Didn't even have to have the stick and the string, and she's just softly cantered. You're a good mare. You're a good mare. Good girl. I don't need to do a lot right now, in my opinion. I'm just, can we, and how much does it take? Remember, the bare minimum checklist is a measuring stick. It's a measuring stick to measure where are we. So to me, this is measuring good for where she's been, how long it's been off, and how she kind of came out to play. Good job. Now, I'd like to do more times here, but I'm also going to kind of act like not much happened. I'm not going to really put energy into, oh no, you were a little bit bothered. Oh no, you went a little bit fast. No big deal. I'm just going to not act like it was much of a thing. Because see, it just gives her a chance to just do it better the next time. It's just a measuring thing. It's not pass or fail. It's just a measurable thing. And it's up to me to have my own scale. We all have to make our own decisions and scales on how does that measure up for us. Super. So, stand still, relax with the head down. Sideways, relax with the head down along the fence. Walk track canter on a circle, relax with the head down. Okay, we're soft in the ropes. Her head wasn't in the dirt, but I'm pleased with it. Burpees, and we did backing, relax with the head down. Now, that's short and that's sweet. But if she can, after weeks off, act like this in the first go, and I can go, see, not anything different. I would put her up like this, and then tomorrow I would do this, and then I'd go to the saddle. Okay, and again, just act like she's had no time off, but listen to her and measure how did we do with that time off. How strong were the things that we put in before? All right, I'm super happy with that. Priorities is going to be getting those feet easier to handle. So we're going to have to do some ropes on the legs, as bothered as that is, and kind of get that softened up. I'd like it to be really easy for the farrier to show up, have her tied somewhere, and she could just get her feet trimmed. And it's not working like that right now. Okay? So I'm not pleased with that. I want to put time and energy into that. And then continuing to support, this horse has got to be allowing other people to catch and have them not be in a dangerous position. So that's still a line that we've got to flirt. We've had people in the comments say, I don't know if that horse is ever going to be trustworthy. I hear you. The owner hears you. We understand. And I'm not disagreeing. Everybody that's going to be around this horse is going to have to really pay attention. And my hope and the owner's hope is that with the right amount of energy and effort, this horse gets to where she just knows my life is this simple. I don't have to do all that. And we overpower those old habits with new habits that she's much happier in. The horse is happier in, as well as us humans. So that's kind of the outlook of where we're going from here, and we'll just continue to bring you along on the different stages and show you the progress and updates, and as we bring Devin back into the picture to continue her lessons and training so that her and Remy can have success on their own, and it's not about a me. All right, I'm Jake. This is Remy. We're at Pear Tree Ranch, and we'll see you next time.